On Monday, June 15, 2026, the FIFA World Cup stage was set in Atlanta, Georgia, at the monumental Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This highly anticipated tournament, co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, was only 4 days old. For the tiny island nation of Cape Verde, with a population just over 500,000, this day marked a historic milestone, their first ever World Cup match. Standing against them, the reigning European champions and former World Cup winners, Spain. The odds were overwhelmingly against the Blue Sharks, but the spirit of a debutante nation pulsed through the stadium, ready to challenge football's elite. This encounter would soon become a testament to the unpredictable magic of the beautiful game. At the heart of Cape Verde's defense stood a figure of experience and quiet determination, Josimar José of Ora Dias, affectionately known as the Vozinha. At 40 years old, Vozinha was not just making his World Cup debut, but was poised to become the oldest player ever to do so for a nation, and the oldest goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet in a World Cup debut. Raised by his grandparents on the island of São Vicente, his nickname, meaning voice, reflected his deep connection to his roots. With over 80 appearances for the national team and 4 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments under his belt, his career with Grupo Desportivo de Chaves in Portugal was set to expire in 2 weeks. This match offered a chance to cement a legacy. Cape Verde's journey to this global stage was a remarkable tale of perseverance. Under head coach Pedro Bubista Brito, appointed in 2020, the team had cultivated a philosophy centered on being hard to beat, prioritizing defensive organization and tactical discipline. Their qualification was secured on October 13, 2025, with a decisive 3-0 victory over Eswatini in Praia, placing them atop CAF qualifying Group D with an impressive 23 points, ahead of footballing powerhouses like Cameroon and Angola. This marked their historic debut, making them the 3rd smallest country by population and 2nd smallest by land area ever to qualify for a FIFA World Cup, a monumental achievement for the archipelago nation. Across the pitch, Spain arrived in Atlanta as one of the tournament favorites, carrying the weight of expectation. Ranked 2nd in the world, they were the reigning European champions, having triumphed at Euro 2024, and had lifted the World Cup trophy in 2010. Under head coach Luis de la Fuente, appointed in January 2023, the squad had evolved into a more incisive and balanced force, moving beyond solely possession-based tactics. Their lineup boasted prodigious talents like 18-year-old winger Lamine Yamal, alongside seasoned stars such as Captain Rodri, Pedri, and Gavi, making them a daunting prospect for any opponent, let alone a World Cup debutant. The path for Cape Verde became clear on December 5, 2025, during the FIFA World Cup 2026 final draw. The ceremony, a global spectacle, unveiled the composition of the 12 groups. Cape Verde was dramatically placed in Group H, alongside Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and crucially, the formidable Spanish side. This draw set the stage for one of the most anticipated David and Goliath encounters of the tournament's opening round. For the Blue Sharks, it was a dream and a monumental challenge intertwined, forcing them to confront a footballing giant right from their very first steps on the world stage, in a group that promised fierce competition. As 1800 hours Central European time approached on June 15, 2026, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta buzzed with anticipation. Spectators, a blend of passionate Cape Verdean diaspora and curious football enthusiasts, filled the stands, creating an electric atmosphere. For Spain, this was a crucial opening match to assert their dominance and set the tone for their tournament campaign. For Cape Verde, it was more than just a game, it was an opportunity to represent their nation on the grandest stage, to prove that their journey was not just a fleeting dream, but a testament to years of dedication. The tension was palpable as the two teams emerged from the tunnel. From the first whistle, Spain seized control, immediately implementing their high-tempo, attacking philosophy. They dominated possession with an astonishing 74%, launching a relentless assault on the Cape Verdean goal, registering 27 shots and an expected goals, XG, tally of 2.29. Wave after wave of Spanish attacks crashed against Cape Verde's disciplined defensive line, a testament to Coach Bubista's hard-to-beat strategy. Despite the overwhelming pressure, the Blue Sharks maintained their shape, with every player diligently tracking back and closing down spaces. Yet, the true test lay in the final line of defense, where Vozinha stood firm, ready for the inevitable. As the match wore on, Vozinha transformed into an impenetrable barrier. He made 7 crucial saves, each a masterclass in goalkeeping, repeatedly denying Spain's star-studded attack. A particularly memorable sequence saw Ferran Torres strike the crossbar with a thunderous shot, only for Mikel Oyarzabal to pounce on the rebound. But Vozinha, reacting with incredible speed for his age, somehow got a hand to it, pushing the ball wide. Hydration breaks offered brief respite, but the pressure never truly lifted. With every save, Vozinha's legend grew, frustrating the Spanish forwards and fueling Cape Verde's belief that an improbable result was within reach. As the referee's whistle echoed through the Atlanta stadium, signaling the end of the match, an audible gasp rippled through the Spanish contingent, while the Cape Verdean bench erupted in wild, emotional celebrations. The scoreboard read Spain 0-0 Cape Verde. It was an outcome few had dared to predict. Vozinha, overcome with emotion, sank to his knees, tears streaming down his face, dedicating the monumental performance to his late grandparents and his mother, who had shaped his life. He was deservedly named man of the match, his social media following surging almost instantly, a testament to his heroic display on the world stage. The 0-0 draw sent shockwaves across the footballing world. Media outlets globally proclaimed it a huge shock and an unbelievable triumph. The Washington Post declared, "Tiny Cape Verde and its 40-year-old keeper just stymied soccer giant Spain," while NBC Sports echoed, "World Cup debutants Cape Verde hold Spain in huge shock." Cape Verdean defender Steven Moreira lauded his veteran teammate, stating, "Vos is a big legend, he does a crazy game like this, and he's 40 years old." Vozinha's performance not only secured a historic point but also etched his name into World Cup lore as the oldest player to make a World Cup debut for a nation and the oldest goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet in a World Cup debut. This historic draw against Spain was more than just a single point, it was a profound moment of national pride and international recognition for Cape Verde. It validated Coach Bubista's long-term project and demonstrated the success of their disciplined approach, built on a powerful team chemistry. The performance brought unprecedented global attention to the small island nation, showcasing their footballing talent and resilience to millions. This unexpected triumph on the world stage is expected to inspire countless young Cape Verdean footballers, proving that with dedication and belief, even the smallest nations can compete and achieve greatness against the sport's traditional giants. For Vozinha, the man of the match performance came at a pivotal career moment. His contract with Grupo Desportivo de Chaves was set to expire just 2 weeks after the match. This global showcase undoubtedly opened new doors and opportunities for the veteran goalkeeper, solidifying his legacy as a national hero. For Spain, the 0-0 draw was a bitter disappointment that immediately ratcheted up pressure for their subsequent Group H matches against Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. It raised questions about their cutting edge in attack despite their overwhelming possession, an echo of past World Cup struggles that would demand introspection and strategic adjustments from coach Luis de la Fuente's squad.